Essentially, our goal here is to have our website, of course, rank well in the search engines. So I want to talk a bit about how search engines work. Essentially, they constantly spider the internet, gathering data about websites. If you've never done this before, a spider is a term that you're going to run across a lot. Essentially, search engines are these massive, massive data banks filled with, I can't even imagine how much information. And they send out these spiders that go across the internet, and they go through the different sites, and they gather data about the different websites. They will then rank the websites according to a variety of factors. They will also reward and penalize based on what they find. So essentially, there are things you can do to a website that will help you in the search engines. There are also things that you can do that will hurt you, and we'll talk about that too. Important factors to keep in mind when a search engine sits down and looks at your site. They're going to rank you based on a few different things. The number and quality of backlinks. This is huge. This is, some will argue, this is the most important factor amongst everything, the number of backlinks that you have. Freshness of content and also quality of content. Essentially, you want to make sure that you're offering content that is not only unique, but also that it's going to be up to date. What I'm trying to say here is that I think recently people have been penalized because you build a website, it's fantastic, but then you know what, a couple months later you haven't changed anything, you haven't added anything. And search engines, they'll look at that, they're advanced enough that they can look and say, you know what, this site's kind of stale, and then they'll hurt you for that. Like I mentioned before, uniqueness of content. You want to make sure that you have stuff on your site that can't be found anywhere else. In other words, if you were to take your stuff and copy it from another source, even if you had that person's permission, you're not offering the internet anything new